to fool us. And it's time for us to meet our next magician.
Morgan and West.
Hello everyone, my name's Rhys Morgan.
I'm Rob West.
And we've been performing together since about 1888.
Which in your calendar is about 2007.
I teach maths and a little bit of physics at King Alfred School in Wantage.
I teach chemistry and physics at King Alfred School in Wantage.
We live together.
We work together.
And we do our magic together.
We always present ourselves as Morgan and West in this order.
We drink a lot of tea and
we eat a lot of biscuits.
A lot of biscuits.
Yeah, you eat certainly. Penn Teller, with the absolute best of intentions, is like the American War of Independence. The British are coming.
And we've brought biscuits.
They may well sound like a medium-sized firm of insurance brokers, but they are, in fact, Morgan and West, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Morgan, Mr. West, am I? Lovely to meet you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rhys Morgan.
I'm Robert West.
Together we are Morgan and West, and not only are we magicians...
Time travellers.
And all-round spiffing chaps.
We are also tourists.
Fourth-dimensional tourists.
And on our travels through time...
And space...
we've met loads.
We mean loads.
Very famous people.
And tonight is no exception. So let's give one more big hand for Mr. Jonathan Ross.
Thank you.
You can stand here for me.
Here, in the middle here.
Now, Mr. Ross, on our travels, we've made something of an album of all the famous people we've met. So there you see Charles Darwin, there's Mahatma Gandhi, there's Marilyn Monroe. I imagine you've seen a Silhouette album before. Could you give those a nice thorough mixing for me?
A shuffle?
Yes, a nice thorough shuffle.
Now, Mr. Ross, we'd very much like to add you to our collection, and whilst we go about this, we thought we'd do you a magic trick.
Okay.
You happy those have had a thorough
I've
shuffle?
shuffled them about as well as I can.
Marvellous. You can go and sit down over there for me, Mr. Ross. That's splendid. I'll put these down here. And hold your hand out nice and flat for me. Perfect. Now, you see, as well as being adept at cutting silhouettes, Mr. Ross, Mr. Morgan is exquisite at talking about them.
Rather.
So even though he cannot see these, he should be able to tell you whoever you are merely thinking about.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Ross, you are, of course, going to have to keep rather still whilst posing. So Mr. West is going to turn over the silhouettes one by one. I'd just like you to focus on the person that you can see and think about them.
Mr. Ross, think about this person.
You are thinking about an entertainer. This is a lady, a wonderful lady, Ginger Rogers, am I right?
It is.
Fantastic. Sorry, the silhouette's not so good on that one. Would not stop moving.
Right, it's a strange silhouette.
She wouldn't stop dancing. We had to cut it as she went. OK, think about this one for me, Mr. Ross.
Just focus on that person there for me. You are thinking the wonderful scientist Marie Curie, am I right?
Yes,
fantastic.
absolutely.
Lovely. Next.
And Mr. Ross, you're happy that there's no way that Mr. Morgan can see through the back of these cards against the light?
They're completely opaque. There's no way you can see them.
And there's no sort of markings or anything for him to read or anything?
No, none at all.
So you're happy this is genuine psychic ability?
Well, I wouldn't go so far as say that, but certainly I can't see how you could be doing it.
Next one, please.
Just think of this person.
This is an author. This is C.S. Lewis, am I right?
That's right.
Fantastic.
That's
Mr. Ross, would you lift your chin a little, please? Thank you so much.
Think of this person.
And this time, Florence Nightingale.
Yes.
Fantastic. Next.
Correct again.
Think of that person.
And the great Harry Houdini.
It is the great Harry Houdini.
I think, actually, we're quite short on time, so... none of these people are very famous, actually.
No.
And this one?
And Alexander Graham Bell. Always talking.
Always on the phone.
Always on the phone, yes. Next. And this, Abraham Lincoln.
It is, and it's so nice to hear all these names on Saturday night ITV again.
Yes.
It's been a while for most people.
It's been a while for all of
Actually,
them.
again, to save time, could you take about half of those, perhaps, and just
half?
give them to me?
Give them to you.
Splendid. I believe Mr. Morgan's actually about
Yes,
done.
I am pretty much finished.
Next, you can turn them over yourself if you would like.
You want to do
Yes, please.
Okay.